Most questions I would ask, movies, contents going mobile, will it help, Nollywood? We got responses, all our panelists agree that it will definitely help Nollywood, which means the experience that you get from a movie, from a movie, not even streaming movie, what you get from cinemas has little or less to do with the experience that people also get to. I mean, there are two different experiences, and doesn't mean that people don't enjoy going on the mobile. But also we talked about bandwidth issues and also technology development. Designers or developers should design technology such a way that will use low bandwidth. Now my next question is a serious question, and I want my Twitter anglers to put this on Twitter because we've been having that feedback, particularly yesterday. Has to do with piracy. Piracy. What is the problem, and what would you prefer as solution? This can instead take on this first.
The issue of piracy, I always like to say that even those who started before us, Hollywood, had not been able to curb it. Why will that be our main issue now? It's going to be there. It's always there. It will never leave us. It is that monster that will be staring us in the face. But what we need to do is, like he rightly said, we need an enabling environment. If we do have that, then at least we can have a bit of a leverage. Because the pirates are not going to go away, no matter how hard we try. You can look for any program, look for any application. It's not going to erase the next man who wants to make $1. He's going to be there. Even when you decide, I don't know if this works, but you have like a chip where someone cannot re-record stuff, but people will still do these things. It's still happening. That's why you have the thingy on Hollywood movies where they say if you do pirate a movie, blah blah blah, you'll be reported. You know that thing, right? You know the warning. That's why it's there. So piracy is not going to leave us. We can only reduce it. And the thing is, if we do have an enabling environment first to produce qualitative work. Qualitative work, that's what we need. We're not, I don't mind if someone is going to, in truth, it's actually, they say that if someone copies you or pirates something, it's an honor, in a way. But it's bad for the person who's done it. Which is why I'm going to say this, I mean, you go into the market, you go into the streets and you find a designer bag, you find a copy. It's an honor, in some sort of way. It means your work is good. But ours is, I don't know how to put it. But my point is, we need an enabling environment first to get qualitative work. Then we start bothering about the other issues that people who've been there forever haven't even solved. We can't start dealing with an egg, or rather a chick, when the egg has not even been hatched. Sorry.
I don't think I have much to say to that, but seriously, people want goods that are not available. I think piracy in Nigeria, for me, the little I know, it's actually not exactly the same way that pirates operate like for Nollywood movies. What we have in Nigeria is that the movie is released, and 5 or 10 CDs is produced by the marketers. There's some people take hold on this, and then they do their own 5 things. Exactly. But that's, I'm trying to say my own impression. I might not be exactly correct. So for me, I think what the movie producers need to do is to work seriously on their distribution network. Look, if your movie is coming out on Monday, and I think the Yoruba movie guys have perfected that, in that movie is actually in Akure in on that very Monday. So they get to the market
think my own take about that also is to look at how to produce very high quality movies. I know people in this room that will see a pirated video and will still go and pay for the unpirated one because you want the clarity of picture, you need those things. I think all those strategies, along with government, because I'll still come back to government, I see this as an industry. The problem is still that the Nigerian government is still seeing Nollywood as their Nollywood, not as a foreign exchange not looking at its foreign exchange any potentials for the nation, for which government should sit down and get involved. Seriously, I am an advocate of government support for the industry, and either piracy will still be here or not be here, the government can do a lot in reducing them. These people pirating videos, they are not coming from heavens. A lot of them are all these Chinese renting one apartment in Abulega, in Meron and all those areas now, and they can actually be caught. Because seriously, what they are doing today can only happen like in countries like Nigeria. You see, you buy a DVD with 20 different videos. How do you want these guys to go? And then people buy them. So that's where the problem is. I think government can help. But I think one, they should work, the movie maker should work on the distribution chain. You let your products in the markets first. It's like when you are operating, let me use this, it may not be exactly correct anyway. It's like if you want to go and pirate the Guardian now, for instance, and you say, okay, the Guardian comes to the newsstand by 8 o'clock, then you want to go and produce yourself. Of course, before you get it out, the day is gone. So I think there are so many little strategies that we can look at in order to curb piracy in Nigeria. And one other thing which I also notice is that when you look at the current movies now that are being produced, I don't know the reason, like the big producers, the high budget movies, you don't get them pirated. So
I need to say something.
yeah, okay.
Recently, I shot a movie with Kula Falayon, and some students were around. Students from a very big school in Nigeria where they study film. And someone said, oh, we watched Figuring. There was silence in the room, on set. And his next question was, when did you get it? He goes, oh, my friend had it on her laptop, and how? We just deduced that it was a copy that was sent in to a movie buddy or something for viewing, and it had a net for, what's the thing normally, right? For preview only, just for an award. Then someone there, a human being who hopes to make money from business that he will invest his own money in, took someone's hard-earned work and decided to distribute it. We are the cause of our problems. No, but there was no pirate there. There was no Chinese man there. It was one of us. So if we do that, then what do we expect? So that's how it starts. Sorry,